Did you hear that? That's the sound of someone who's very happy because their car just worked for a whole drift day. Woohoo! Welcome back to another video. This is one I'll just talk about what happened at the drift day. I throw some video clips in there of the day. But it was actually a successful day, even though I did stuff up my fender in the process. But I'll show you. This was one of the first tires. I just got some slap from the tire.
Oh, it's all over the car.
But down here, I hit a ripple strip, and my tire, whole front wheel got shoved back because the caster bolt, alignment washer, bent past the little stay that it has in there, and it actually let the wheel come all the way back and smack into my front guard and damage my front guard. But nothing a little pull can't fix. And I'll probably end up getting 20 mil overs for the front anyway later on, because the tires stick out a fair bit now that I got 25 mil spaces on the front to make the steering work good. So that's what I did as well. Before this event, I did 25 mil, put 25 mil spaces on the front. I did semi-slick tires. I'm running, they're called, these ones, they're Nemesis Primos or something. Primos, bruh. Primos Nemesis semi-slicks. They actually were pretty good, pretty sticky, held the front like I needed it to. Like before the last event, the car was just sliding front end. It still slid pretty easily with this if you wanted it to make it like slide, which is actually good. Just grippy when you need it, and then you can probably throw a backy still if you wanted to, like if I get the confidence enough to do it one day and like the skill. But still was just getting used to the car and everything this time. I feel like I got a hell of a lot used to it easier this time because it actually was working the whole time, and I got a fair few laps in. Blazed 8 tires worth. Still have 1 tires left for the street because I did spend 40 minutes fixing that front end when we crashed it. Hit the ripple strip. Actually pretty much crashed today because went over the ripple strip pretty hard. Actually smashed the cross member on there and the gearbox on the ripple strip. So lucky I fixed that sump back in the day, which is good, because that thing would have just got demolished and thrown off the car. Yeah, but the handbrake ended up not working again as well. I adjusted it completely, had it literally so you could just, it was only down the bottom, but as soon as I go in, start ripping on it, even if I was flicking the car out sideways first, because it is only the standard pads in there, they're not like a Project MU one or anything. I just thought it might have actually worked, but it just kind of feels like they're not doing anything. And then when they did, it was like I was stretching the hell out of the cable even further, and then he had to pull it further to get it to go again the next time. So I just ended up just not using a handbrake at all and just sending some corners, and I started getting a bit too cocky quick, and that's when I did this. Straight after that, I literally jumped the ripple strip that was on the next couple of corners and just demolished the car. And then I was like, man, I need to calm down, just take it easy a bit and just get used to this car a bit more before I go fully sending it and actually probably destroy some stuff. But in the end, it all played out and worked out well. Yeah, and I also actually put the sway bar in. It's got a sway bar in now, and it has 45 kg front springs, which is pretty aggressive. Like they did good while drifting, but when I'm on the street, they are a bit too stiff. But you can't have like, you got to have like, you know, either way. Like it's hard to get best of both worlds in this scenario, but yeah. And when I actually hit that thing, what I had to fix, like the caster was a bit jacked up still, even though I put the washer in at the right place, like back to where it was. That was where the washer was before. The caster was still a little bit jacked, so I moved my caster arm forward, my adjustable caster arm down there, just adjusted that, bring it forward so it wouldn't, the tire wouldn't rub on the inside of the guard in here, and just did a pretty dodgy alignment out of the track to make it work again, because I wanted to keep going out. But other than that, it was an awesome. Shredded all this. Yeah, shredded all those and went through some E85 and yeah, just had a good day with my mates and with my mate and my brother. He got some videos, and I'll go try and show you like the videos that I did from the start, like the ones that were going from the start, and then the last one will be like sort of towards the end when I started getting a bit more confident in that, throwing it around the corners and all that. So here they are now. Fucking skids with Beta! Let's go! I don't even know how. Look at that. Look at this in here too, bro. Tires are dead. Brownies. Good day. Car's running. So as you can see there, I think I've done alright for the second time out in this car, and with just no handbrake still. It would just be good to have the handbrake on them long straights. Like we had the big track this time with it's pretty much like the biggest drifterama I ever seen out of QR, sorry. And it was literally 1 minute like 20 of drifting, and I wasn't like really kept drifting the straights, and the car was actually getting pretty hot. It was 34 degrees that day, so it was up there in 34 degrees Celsius, like for anyone American who's watching this, but it was up there in the temperature, and the car was taking a little bit longer to cool down this time, so I was doing like a lap and then cooling down for a lap and then coming back and doing another lap, and I was hoping it was down to like 80 degrees. And then once it got to 80 degrees, it would come up to like 110 by the time I was finished. And then it was all right. Sometimes it was hitting like a cut on the last corner, but it was just like pulling a little bit of power and not really full cutting the motor or anything. It was just killing the power, so it wasn't full power, which actually turned out all right. Otherwise, I would have just probably kept sending it to 125 degrees or something. But yeah, just when you're coming down those little straights, like it would have been good just to throw some mungies and then just have the handbrake for a bit of safety, so you know I don't go off track and end up losing my license or whatever the hell they doing out there now. I did get another strike out there for going up the pit lane backwards, but the guy told me to get off the track, and then I just drove up the pit lane backwards, and I didn't realize like you couldn't do that. He probably should have told me before that, but it is what it is, communication error. next time I'll just drive around the track again and go back to the pit lane. But I jumped off like at the end of the front straight and come back up the pit lane because I thought the car was having a moment and I didn't want to go around the full track. So it is what it is. I didn't get kicked off. I did dirt drop 1 point, as you've probably seen in one of those videos, and there was a pretty hectic entry on that little section. It's pretty much first, second, third, fourth, and then rip. And I'm doing like 100. My GPS speedo said 110 k's an hour around that corner, that first corner. Well, it's the second corner at QR, but it was the first corner, like for this lineup. And yeah, 110k an hour car speed. I don't really know what the wheels are doing. They're probably 150, 160 maybe. But yeah, it's pretty hectic entry, and I like it. But yeah, I just wish I had the handbrake just to go down and link it into the next section. But that'll be for next time. I'll be grabbing a new handbrake. I'll be trying to put a handbrake in there, some sort. Possibly hydraulic and hidden, if you know what I mean. And yeah, had an awesome time. Finally did the thing. Did what I wanted to do after all this time of like fixing it and building it. So yeah, if you're wondering why the car is so beat up in the back end too, from some of the videos, like it looks like the back end's down on the ground. Pretty much like a Pilsner Bill setup, if you know anything from Sweden cars. Like this one here, this is what Pilsner Bill is. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it, but they smashed the boots of like 64 Impala, like lowriders, and slammed them on the ground. Pretty much what's happening with this car, but one day I will fix it. I just want to learn how to drive it all properly, and before I go destroying a whole body kit. I have got a body kit here for it. I'm just waiting for, I'm actually looking for a front bar. It's a Streamline Origin kit with a roof wing, and I just want the front bar, but I can't find a I can't find a front bar like to suit it at the moment, but there is a couple around, which I might just end up buying one in the end so I can get a full kit on there and slam it on the ground a bit more and pump the wheels out, maybe get some better rims at one time, but it's all in due time for money and everything. So the drift events cost a lot of money now. You know, they've pumped the price up on those. Tire fitting prices, E85s double the price nearly now after 8 years. Just everything costs a little bit more, but it is what it is, man. It's a fun time. So yeah, if you liked the video, like, comment and subscribe, and make sure you do that too, eh? Make sure you like this shit. If you're watching it, like it, all right, and share it or do whatever with it. I don't really care. Don't like it. Maybe if I tell you to don't like it, you won't like it. So, or you will like it. I don't even know, man. Just do something with it. Comment on it. Do something with it, eh? I don't know, man. But I'll catch you later, Simon.